Disclaimer, all the statistics for the singles and albums came from Billboard.com. All the lyrics came from Genius Lyrics. The interesting and fun facts about the songs came from the About section on Genius Lyrics, as well as my knowledge of the music. Some songs will describe their meaning through an interview or Spotify storyline. Some songs will feature statements from X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Music with Michaela. I'm your host, Michaela, of course, and today we are here to discuss Avril Lavigne's 5th studio album, Avril Lavigne, her self-titled album, and it's going to be the expanded edition. All of her albums are so much fun to go through, and taking a deeper dive into each one as we go further and further into her discography. So her self-titled album was released on November 1st, 2013. Nickelback's frontman Chad Kroeger co-wrote 8 songs on this album. This album was an experimental album and drew from a wide range of genres, and this album peaked at number 5 on the charts. So, let's get into it. The first song on this album is titled Rock and Roll. Rock and Roll went to number 91 and survived the charts for only 1 week. Now this one is a very fun one to get into as well. This one also has her saying motherfucking princess, which we have also heard in the song Girlfriend from The Best Damn Thing, which ironically was the very first song on that album. This one, she mentions it again, which I really love, letting people know that she is still herself, and then just expanding her horizons, which I really love. So the lyrics that stand out to me come from the end of the chorus, which is just put a middle finger to the sky, let them know that we're still rock and roll. All of us know that we are rock and roll no matter what kind of music we listen to. If it's like pop, who cares what it is? Like, people need to know what we listen to, and it is okay if we all have different music tastes. This one is a very fun song, has a very interesting music video to say the least, and yes, Avril Lavigne does have that rock and roll element to her, which I really love as well. And it is a very fun song. To me, parts of it give like Queen vibes when it comes to certain instruments in the song. So maybe pay attention to that, see if you can pick it out as well. Maybe they just drew inspiration from Queen to write this song, which is good. But you know, who knows? Now the instruments in this song are guitars, drums, bass, piano, and keyboards. They're all loud and aggressive. The guitars come in at 5 seconds along with the bass. Drum starts at 3 seconds. The piano is there, it's just very faint. You gotta listen to it very carefully along with the keyboards. Now for me, rock and roll is going to be ranked 9 out of 16. Song number 2 is Here's to Never Growing Up, which reached number 20 on the charts and stayed on the charts for 15 weeks. I really love this song so much. When she performed it live when I saw her last summer, I immediately fell in love because I was like, hell yes. I even have this on recording as well. I mean, all of us have that feeling like, oh, we never want to grow up, we want to stay young forever. And that's okay. Young at heart, but still growing up at the same time. I mean, that's me. I'm growing up, but I'm young at heart. I mean, I still watch Phineas and Ferb. I mean, I watch the shit that I grew up on Disney Channel. Like, Phineas and Ferb, Wizards of Waverly Place, Good Luck Charlie. I mean, who cares? I mean, as of right now, I mean, I watch Bluey. I don't give a fuck. Bluey's an amazing kids show. It has a lot of teachable moments in there. So, here's to me never growing up. So, this one was very fun when she performed it live, and ironically on her Greatest Hits tour that she did this year, she did this one, and then before she did a quick costume change, she did just the chorus of Rock and Roll. So, very fun. I wish I got to see that, but it is okay. I got to see videos of it on social media and on YouTube, so I'm okay with that, but I wish I got to see that in person. But this one was so much fun. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me, once again, come from the chorus, which is, we'll be running down the street yelling, kiss my ass. I'm like, yeah, whatever, we're still living like that. When the sun's going down, we'll be raising our cup, singing here's to never growing up. There's times where I say to people, yeah, just kiss my fucking ass. I don't care. I mean, you're practically never even growing up. And the sad thing is, I'm more mature than you. And you're just a few months older than me. So there have been some elements in my life where I'm like, okay, yep, just kiss my little ass, because you don't really give a fuck about anyone but yourself and how you're treating others around you. You're clearly just going to stay the same person forever. And you do you, but me, I'm growing up, but not growing up at heart. So that's what I get from these lyrics. And the instruments are guitars, drums, bass, and piano. The drums start the song along with the bass. The guitars come in at 13 seconds, and the piano comes in at 36 seconds and is very prominent during the pre-choruses of the song. So for me, Here's to Never Growing Up is going to be ranked 2 out of 16. Now, track number 3 is 17. I didn't really get on board with this one right away when I first heard it, but then once I started listening to it more and more, and when I went back through her whole discography, I was like, ooh, I love this one. It has good vibes to it. I love how we changed a bit of pacing from the last song to this one. It's a good song, well written. The instrumentation works very beautifully with the vocals on this track as well. So the lyrics that stand out to me come from the chorus once again, which is, we were on top of the world back when I was your girl. We were living so wild and free, wild and free. You know, when people are in relationships, you want to be that person that is like special to them. And you gotta have fun, you gotta have that wildness and freeness while you're having fun as well. So that's what I get from these lyrics. And it's also like, even with friendships too, that's how you can be with friends as well. Like, just have that wild and free spirit in you when you're hanging out with friends. Try something new. Don't always do the same things all the time, because when you do the same things all the time, it's just boring, and then you get sick of doing it all the time. So you gotta have that wild and free side in yourself. Now, the instruments in this song are guitars, drums, bass, and piano. The guitars and drums start the song. Piano comes in at 41 seconds. Bass comes in at 48 seconds. So 17 is going to be ranked 8 out of 16. Now, track number 4 is Bitchin' Summer, a fun summer song to say the least. We all gotta have, that kind of summer in our lives. It is so much fun to have summer where you hang out with friends or with family, or just doing what you want to do. Have fun. So the lyrics that stand out to me come from the second verse, which is, throwing empty bottles in the fire. Whiskey's got us singing like a choir. To me, I envision myself around like a fire pit with my friends, just having fun, singing, or just like talking, having like s'mores with the fire as well, just having those nice close-knit memories with family or friends. That's what I get from these lyrics. Now, the instruments in this song are guitars, drums, and bass. We have acoustic and electric guitar in this one. The acoustic guitar starts the song. The electric guitar comes in at 44 seconds. Drums start at 11 seconds, and then the bass comes in with the drums at 11 seconds. So for me, Bitchin' Summer is going to be ranked 12 out of 16. Now we get to a very emotional, gut-wrenching song on the album. Track number 5 is Let Me Go featuring Chad Kroeger, which peaked at number 78 on the charts and stayed on the charts for 2 weeks. Now, this song hits me hard every time it comes on in my car, because I just think I've seen the music videos so many times that I see it while I'm driving or just sitting around listening to my music, wherever I am. I just see the music video, I'm like, oh my gosh. The sad thing is that they did let each other go, and this was actually the first song they wrote together for the album. It was originally a breakup song, but then they're like, no, we don't want to do it that way, so they restructured it, and it didn't become a breakup song, but in some ways it does feel like it now, because they were a couple, they got married, and then they got divorced a couple of years later. It just hurts, and I pray that they're still good and close friends to this day, because they were a cute couple, not gonna lie. This song is just so beautiful. The instrumentation with the song, the lyrics, the vocals from the both of them are fantastic on this track as well, because you have Avril's like calm vocals, and then you have Chad's calm and then like a little bit of raspy vocals, and then they also blend very perfectly together, which I really love that. This one is very hard to pick lyrics out of because I love the whole fucking song. I will play this one on repeat as well, because it's one of my personal favorite songs from Avril Lavigne, featuring the frontman of Nickelback, which Nickelback is my other go-to artist. So as of this moment, it's gonna be the bridge, which is I let it go, and now I know a brand new life is down this road. When it's right, you always know, so this time I won't let go. It's Avril and Chad singing the bridge together. Avril is first, and then it's Chad like doing, it's like a call and response kind of in the bridge, which I love that. It's, to me, it's like, this is how I feel when it comes to the close-knit friends that I have in my life. Is like, I don't want them to ever let them go, because they've helped me through so much, and they're there for me, I'm there for them. Whatever the problem is with any of us, we show our support. We will be there for each other, if it's like through a phone call, FaceTime, or even just like a text message. So that's what I get from this song. Is like, I don't ever want to let them go, because I love them so dearly, and it will hurt me if I ever lose them. So that's what I get from this song. Now we have the instruments in this song are guitars, drums, bass, piano, and strings. We have acoustic and electric guitar that start at 26 seconds, along with the drums starting at 26 seconds. The bass also comes in at 26 seconds. Piano starts the song with an emotional feel and is the only instrument played in the very last pre-chorus, and then it ends the song. The strings come in at 9 seconds, gives it more of an emotional feel, and also ends the song with the piano. Now, a little interesting fact is that the song's structure tells a story about how both have had a relationship that ended in pain. The couple sings together about how this time this new relationship is the real deal. The first couple of choruses say "let it go," which refers to the past relationships, and then the last chorus is changed to "don't let me go," claiming that they won't let this relationship be like others in the past, which I've already said it ended like other relationships in the past, since they did let each other go. But for me, "Let Me Go" featuring Chad Kroeger is going to be ranked 1 out of 16. Now, track number 6 on this album is "Give You What You Like." This one is a very emotional, gut-wrenching song, and I sang my heart out to this song just the other day because I heard it. I love the vocals on this track so much because you really get the rawness from Avril's vocals. I don't know the best way to describe it, but it is so good. It makes me teary-eyed, along with the last song makes me teary-eyed as well. So Give You What You Like. The lyrics that stand out to me come from the beginning of the chorus, which is, when you turn off the lights, I get stars in my eyes. Is this love? Maybe someday. This one is so gut-wrenching because you, like, don't know if someone is actually in love with you or if they're just there to, like, console you or whatever. You want to feel like it's actually a true relationship with that person. You don't want to be like, oh no, you're not for me, we'll just pretend like we're doing this because we actually like each other. That doesn't work. And from what I've seen through my eyes, it doesn't, because then it wrecks somebody and the other person is just fine that they did it to them. So yeah, there's actually a music video to this one that I recently just found out. I was like, what? Because I've like seen bits and parts of it before, and then now there's a full length music video on Avril Lavigne's YouTube that I was like, oh my gosh. And then it features movie clips, which we'll get to what movie it is in just a moment. Now, the instruments in this song are guitars, drums, bass, piano, and keyboards. We just have the acoustic guitar in this one, which starts at a minute and a second into the song. The drums start the song with the keyboards playing the beat and with the percussions and cymbals, and then you hear the drums more in the choruses. The bass starts with the drums. Piano comes in at a minute 25, and then the keyboards start the song. Now, in an interview with Glamour, Lavigne said, "One day I was hungover, tired, vulnerable, and I didn't want to sing, but he had me go in on Give You What You Like. The rawness in my vocals comes across the song, which made it better. I've had to do harmonies sometimes. I'd start whining, then he'd want me to do 10 takes of vocals." Now, I'm really glad after this song that they found each other's balances when it came to like recording songs, because you don't want to push somebody like over the edge if they don't want to do it, because then it just hurts them and then it hurts you. So I'm glad that these two found like a balance between everything after the recording of this. But the rawness and the vocals, in my opinion, make the song better. And then a fun fact, the song is featured in a Lifetime movie titled Babysitter's Black Book, which is the movie clips that we see in the music video. So for me, Give You What You Like is going to be ranked 3 out of 16 on this album. Now, track number 7 is Bad Girl featuring Marilyn Manson. I do love the beat of the song, but I really can't get into this one a whole lot. So the lyrics that stand out to me come from the second verse, which is, "So come on over to the wild side, buckle up, and baby, hold on tight. We all have a wild side. We gotta embrace it when we want to embrace it, because then we're just stuck in a moment and it just doesn't work out. So we gotta have fun with whoever, if it's just by yourself or with people that you love, but you gotta have that wild side in you." Now, the instruments in this are guitars, drums, bass, and piano, which are heavy and aggressive throughout the whole song. And then the guitars, drums, and bass all start the song. The piano is there. You can barely hear it because the other instruments are overpowering it, but it is there. So Bad Girl featuring Marilyn Manson is going to be ranked 15 out of 16 for me. Now, track number 8 is Hello Kitty. This peaked at number 75 on the charts and stayed on the charts for 1 week. This is another one I really can't get into. because it has EDM vibes to it, and I'm like, okay, I mean, I can get on board with it, but to me, it just doesn't really fit Avril's style, in my opinion. It is like a fun party song, I will say, but I just can't really get into it. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me are, let's be friends, I want to do everything with you together. This is how I feel with my friends, because it's like, I want to hang out with them more, but we all have our own busy set schedules that we have, so it's hard to make time to see each other. So it is what it is. We're all adults. It's just hard to get together a lot. But that's how I feel. Now, the instruments in this are guitars, drums, and bass. Like I've already stated, it's rock with an EDM feel. So the guitars and drums both start at 8 seconds, and then guitars and bass start at 8 seconds. The drum starts at 4 seconds of the song. So Hello Kitty is going to be ranked 13 out of 16. Now, track number 9 is You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. A very fun song, brings more energy, which I really love. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the end of the chorus, which is, and just let go, if we don't, we'll never know. So if you're loving this, just give me one more kiss, cause you ain't seen nothing yet. I really love this. We don't want our close-knit relationships to be let go of. We want them close, and we just want to have that good, healthy, and fun relationship with the people that we love so much. Now, the instruments in this song are guitars, drums, and bass, which brings the energy to the song and has a loud sound throughout. The guitars start the song, the drums and bass come in at 4 seconds. So You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet is going to be ranked 10 out of 16 for me. Track number 10 is Spin on Sunshine, another party pop party pop song for me. It is very fun, it's energetic as well. Now, the lyrics that stand out to me come from the second verse, which is underneath the moonlight, but when the party underneath the moonlight, but when the party ends, we'll do it all again, sipping on sunshine. Again, it's just having fun with those people that you love, no matter who it is. Have that fun underneath the moonlight, like around a fire pit, or just underneath the moonlight doing whatever you want to do, because we gotta have fun. We can't always be so serious in life. Gotta have fun. Now, the instruments in this song are guitars, drums, bass, and piano. The instruments do pick up at the choruses of the song. The guitars start at 16 seconds along with the bass. The bass can be heard clearly in the verses. The drums start at 5 seconds. And then the piano, you can hear it the most during the instrumental break, which is between 2 minutes and 19 seconds to 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So for me, Sippin' on Sunshine is going to be ranked 11 out of 16. Now, track number 11 is Hello Heartache. This is where we get into the vulnerability of Avril Lavigne, in my opinion, from this song and then the 2 songs after this one. So the lyrics that stand out to me come from the beginning of the chorus, which is goodbye my friend, hello heartache, it's not the end, it's not the same. I've said goodbye to friends that I thought were my friends, and then I had like a bit of a heartache, and then after a while it's like, okay, yep, I didn't need to feel this way because you treated me like shit and you didn't give a fuck about me. You only gave a fuck about the people that you care about. So, but with other people, I do feel this way because it's like, well, we just grew apart, didn't talk to each other anymore, so it hurts. So those for friendships, yes, but the other ones, not so much. So the instruments in this song are guitars, drums, bass, and keyboards. They do get louder at the choruses of the song. So we have the guitars and drums starting off at 12 seconds with a soft and quiet sound. The bass starts the song with the soft sound, and then the keyboards are there. You just gotta listen to the song very carefully to pick it out. So Hello Heartache is going to be ranked 7 out of 16. Now track number 12 is Falling Fast. This one is another gut-wrenching song too, because her vocals are fantastic in this one. The last 3 songs on the album on the standard edition are just like tear out your heart. That's what it is. Because the vocals on each of these tracks are phenomenal. I mean, the production is once again phenomenal on these ones. So for me, for Falling Fast, it's going to be from the second verse, which is, it doesn't matter what we do, you make everything seem brighter. For me, this is how it is with my close-knit friends, because when we talk to each other, they lift up my spirits. Even some of my coworkers too, they lift up my spirits when I'm down, because they see a different side of me that I still can't really see myself, so they make everything brighter for me. Now the instruments in this one are guitars, drums, bass, and the mandolin. And the guitar that's in the song is an acoustic guitar, which starts at 9 seconds. The drums start the song with a soft beat. The bass comes in with the guitar, but you hear it the most in the second verse, and then the mandolin also starts the song and is the only instrument being played during the beginning of the last chorus of the song, and then it ends off the song. So for me, Falling Fast is going to be ranked 6 out of 16. Now track number 13 would be the last one on the standard edition, but since we're going over the expanded edition, it's not. So Hush Hush, I ironically just heard this song a few hours ago when I was driving, and I was singing my heart out to this song, because I was like, ooh, we gotta get the vocals going now, because this song I will sing my heart out to, especially when it comes to the bridge of the song. The bridge is fantastic in this song. I cannot express that enough. So if you ever listen to this album, recommend listening to Let Me Go featuring Chad Kroeger and Hush Hush, mainly for the bridge, because the bridge really gets the tears going, for me at least, but also tugs at those heartstrings. So the lyrics that stand out to me are going to come from the bridge, which is, I tried to hide, but I still believe that we were always meant to be, but I can never let you go, no, hush hush now. Like, the vocals in the bridge go from like strong to like a soft, if that makes any kind of sense. Like, it's the way I can describe it, but it just, all of us hide at points in our lives, and we've tried to find those moments to believe, to like keep holding on because of people that you care about. And it's just like, gotta have those quiet moments as well, where you have to believe in yourself and pick up yourself and just do it again. So that's what I get from these lyrics. Now the instruments in this song are guitars, drums, bass, piano, and cello. They all go together perfectly. Once the guitar, drums, bass join in the song, it gets louder and more emotional. So the guitars, drums, and bass all come in at 51 seconds. The piano starts the song, very prominent in the beginning, the bridge, and the end, and it closes out the song, and you can really hear the cello in the choruses of the song, but it comes in at 48 seconds. So for me, Hush Hush is going to be ranked 5 out of 16. Now onto the expanded edition part of the album. So track number 14 is Rock and Roll Acoustic. I personally like the studio version of it, not the acoustic version, because it just doesn't have the same feel to it, doesn't have the same like energy and vibe. So I like the non-acoustic version better. So this one's going to be ranked 14 out of 16. And then track number 15 is once again the cover of Bad Reputation, which was previously on Goodbye Lullaby, which I said didn't really fit on that album, but here we have it again on this one, which it does fit better onto this one in my opinion. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Bad Reputation to begin with, but Avril does a great job, and her vocals on this one are so good. I might actually like her cover of the song better than the original version with Joan Jett and the Blackheart singing it, but that's just me. So Bad Reputation cover is going to be ranked 16 out of 16. Now we have track number 16, which is another cover, and it is How You Remind Me by Nickelback. I'm not gonna lie, I first heard this version of it on YouTube because someone did like a compilation video on YouTube with, I mean, I went down like a rabbit hole on YouTube one day while back, and someone made a compilation video with the cover of Avril singing How You Remind Me, and it was her and Chad, like all the sightings that they saw from like the paparazzi, like their wedding photos, and then like it was crazy. I was like, what the hell? But I was like, wait, this is How You Remind Me, but slightly different. It's because she used piano, acoustic guitar, and then had the bass and drums. I was like, I've never heard How You Remind Me done with a piano before. I really love it with the piano. It gives it more of an emotional vibe for me. So my thoughts on this one is Avril did an amazing job slowing down the song and making it her own with the instrumentation, like I said, with the piano, acoustic guitar, bass, and drums. And her vocals on this track made the song more meaningful to me. Because it's like, up until just recently, I haven't heard an acoustic version of this song by Nickelback until I saw when they were promoting their last album, Get Rollin', and they were Sirius XM and they did it acoustically. And then they have done it in like the past when they were doing press tour, I think, for the Long Road, I believe. It was somewhere around there. But other than that, I really haven't heard it acoustically. I've always heard it like the studio or live. So having it slowed down, I really loved it. Even the piano was a very nice touch, so I loved how she made it her own as well. So for me, the cover of How You Remind Me by Avril is going to be ranked 4 out of 16. Now, I also forgot to mention on track number 5 with Let Me Go featuring Chad Kroeger. They did amazing jobs performing this one live. Because they did one for Canada Day where it was Chad on the acoustic guitar and then Avril walking out singing. Beautifully done. And I mean, she even invited him to go on her tour for this album too, and they sang it live together on her tour. I really love that. Like, promoting the song more, it's beautifully done. So that's my last little note on that song. So there we have it. We have completed Avril Lavigne Expanded Edition. Now for me, my personal ranking on this album is going to be number 4 because the writing keeps getting stronger and stronger, which I really love. I do love the collaboration with other artists as well. And then there are emotional songs in this one, along with having some fun vibes as well. And then my album review out of 5 stars is going to be a 4.5. So there we have it. Avril Lavigne's self-titled album is complete. We'll be back with the next episode with her 6th studio album, Head Above Water. We'll dive into that one next, so please give this a like and subscribe, and we will be back with the next one. Bye!